good. And we are live. Good evening, everybody. My name is Osa. We are playing Railroader. It is day 8. It is the morning of day 8, if I'm not mistaken. And we have a bunch. I'm in a train. Kidding. Let's have a look at my train. So, my trains are in there. Now, at the moment, we have 2 locomotives. We have a whole string of cars that need to go places. Let's get the wood started first. Use the handbrake. Switch the switches. Switch that switch. That one's good. That one's good. And okay, check fuel while we're here. 5.5 tons, 300. Okay, you're good. Let's hold on. I've got 10 selected. I want this one. Well, I want that. Let's pull up the right screen. Let's put that there. And number 3. Okay. Number 3 does not have its thing on. Forward. Let's go 20. Alrighty. He's off. Next. Not that one. Let's go get the passenger train, which is sat there. That switch set, that switch set, that switch set, and clear through to the main. I need to check his fuel supply too. Fuel. He could use some coal, but I think he's got enough to last the day. Inspect passengers, all the places. Copy. And you're 2, you're ready. Release the handbrake and we'll send him off AO Road forward 25. Now, when he comes back in, I want him to go around here. Okay, that's marvellous. Back to this guy, who should be grab some logs or log cars and get him running up the hill. That's all set. Did I check that already? I can't remember. Anyway. Also want to check these. Okay, so the sawmill is not going to be running till we get some cars. I have a theory. If all of these are filled and all of these are filled, the sawmill can't work. Now, if I go and look at locations, the sawmill has 34.3 logs, so it could do processing if it had stuff. It doesn't, or if it had space to put stuff. It doesn't have space to put stuff, and that's the problem. Let's lace those up as well. And SCR3 is in yard mode. Let's switch it to road mode. Reverse 20. You're all set, you're all set. And I'm going to set that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's go back to the passenger train. Let's get him on the way. So, past the fusee. Then once all these are set off, I can start worrying about sorting out the new arrivals. What's that warning? No, I'm not going to resume the speed condition. I think the signal's clear proceed with caution is 25 mph, so it's not going to go faster than that anyway. So get that out of the way. Is there a fusee down there as well? I don't know. No? Okay. Don't know what his warning was, but he will, once he's past the signal, will probably have a warning for the fusee. Nope, already does. You can pass that. Okay, back to this guy. Let's get him going places. Okay, he's out. Go back to this guy. Yeah, take a while. Nothing like that. Well, dude, why did you get loud on me? Okay, how's the way we do this when we come back? We come through that way and then we come out this way. Okay, that's set, right? So first thing in the morning, we shouldn't have any issues with the number of passengers available. Later on in the day, I'm going to start slowing the passenger train down, more so than I have been. If I go look here, we've got 137 passengers right now, which is more than our train can carry. We've got a whole bunch of stuff to pick up. I'll do that with the heavy. And you're good. Switch that. So in part, this is it's going to be quiet there. In part, this is I'm going to be using the passenger mogul for a little bit more work around the place during the course of the day. Eventually we will get another locomotive and things to do there. Okay, I do not have a lot. Oh, we do have a lot of freight. So, East Whittier interchange location. Right. Stenzel needs to go back. Okay. Whittier, yeah. Whittier sawmill needs to go back. I'm not sure I really need to put the Whittier sawmill stuff on the switch list because obviously the train that's running the logs up and down is going to be running all of those things as well. Okay, let's SCR2. I should check the map down at Bryson. So he's just pulling into the... Oh no, he's not pulling into the station. There you go. Now he's pulling into the station. I'm going to set... If I can... That... Good grief. It's not going to let me until the train's passed. There we go. And passenger exit. And then down at Ela. We should be straight through there. We are, and down at Whittier, we should be straight through to there, straight out the other side. I'm gonna kick it over to there. Okay, so we can let the passenger train run what's the word for it? Unchecked. Meanwhile, 10, that's that one. We need to sort all of this stuff out. I can't remember whether I've oiled the cars or not. It would be kind of a good idea to pull these cars out. But I've got two overriding things here. I need to get the bridge site stuff in place, and I need to get the sawmill up and running. And I need all three of these tracks, so not going to sort out the sawmill right away. Okay, let's go here. Yes, I did. I did lubricate the car wheels, so we're good here. Okay, gonna put the sawmill in that track, the local stuff I think in this track, and then we'll haul everything going to Bryson on our own. And Ela. I'll take the Ela stuff as well, if there is any. I didn't notice any. Let's... Ooh, too much brakes. Doink. Okay. I'm going to connect that. These two handbrakes. Okay, what do we want here? Sawmill, sawmill, sawmill. Hollyfield, sawmill, sawmill. And then two more sawmills there and then a stencil. Okay. There's nothing going to Ela. Everything is going to Bryson or local. So I think these two cars out first. I'm going to stay manual. $163 tons. I haven't got the throttle wide open. I think the thing with taking these out now is I don't have to come back to this track except for these three. We'll lean on brakes a little. Alrighty. Stick the handbrake on. Disconnect that. Train brake off, go. Because most of the cars I want are now forward of this point. Actually, I probably pulled those forward a little too far. It's in the what are my trains doing? That's stopped at Bryson. That's slowing down. It's going to be a thing there in a minute. Helps if you turn the brakes off. It does indeed. Hey, long hauler, welcome. And spin a tornado. Good day to you. I am sometimes up this late. Okay, let's slam the brakes on there. Let's go deal with the logs again. And it's not that late, is it? I guess it is. Okay. Connolly Creek, no, L1. Let's get that train back to here. So again, that'll stop at the switch. We can go back to here. Oops. All right. So yeah, I've not been having a good time the last few days. Lots of indigestion. Don't know why. So obviously my throat is a little bit sore from that, which is why I may not sound that great. I did get a chance to see the Farming Simulator 25 in-game footage, and that is absolutely incredible, and obviously why this PC will not run that. Just won't. So yeah, it does look very, very good. All the graphics changes are very impressive. Oh, we're going to have to lace that up, aren't we? I'll clear the brakes. Okay. So all of, no, that's not all just Bridgeside. Okay, that's fine. Get this backed in. I've also seen Dovetail Games have changed their stance on Train Sim World, and Train Sim World 5 is coming out, and I heard the announcements and thought, you know what, don't care. You're kind of messing things around with the you have to buy a new game every year. This year they've changed that. They're saying for the month it's released, so September 17th to October 17th, you can claim a free upgrade, but you don't get any of the stuff in the free upgrade until you buy a Train Sim World 5 DLC. Okay, not quite as good as Train Sim World Classic is, where you just need to own the game and you get the free upgrade every year. You get the core program upgrade every year, and then you pay extra if you want if you want the routes that come with it, the maps that come with the expansion, you have to pay for those. Let's release that handbrake, lace that up, go. But it's better, I think. I don't have to spend $50 to buy Train Sim World 5, even though I don't want any of the routes on it. All I have to do is I can claim my free copy so long as I remember to within the first 30 days Train Sim 5's available, and I'll get the core update when I buy one of the DLCs. Whether I buy one of the new TS5 or TSW5 maps, or whether I later on in the year I buy a new TSW5 map. So this is a little bit of faffing around here, because obviously I need to drop off the oil car. Oh, it looks like the log train's where it needs to be already. Hope I pushed that far enough back. Probably did. But that's the reason I bought Train Sim World 1 eventually. I bought Train Sim World 2 when it came out, begrudgingly. I waited until there was a summer sale to buy Train Sim World 3 because I was just like, I don't see why I have to buy the game every year. Because, I mean, it's coming in at, you have to pay $50 every year if you want the upgrade. And I'm like, I don't think I really want to do that. I can't follow it. Okay. Yes, got it. Okay, so I just want to roll that all the way back in there. Ooh, I think, let's stop that there. I mean, my understanding is you don't get the core update, which is a little bit unfortunate. I would like to have seen, like in Train Sim World Classic, where you get the core update whether you buy it or not. It's free to everybody who owns the game. But it's better than it used to be. I didn't buy Train Sim World 4 because I wasn't paying another $50 for a game that I don't pay too frequently. But I do enjoy playing it when I do. Yeah. And their Train Sim Classic, their update path on that works very much like Truck Sim, where I buy the game and the game is updated almost every time there is a new map. The game gets an update. Things get added for free. So it's a constantly evolving game, but if you want all the maps, you have to go out, you have to pay for those. Or wait 3 years and buy them at half price in a sale or something like that. But, oops. And I wish Giants did that for Farming Simulator. It's just so much more it's player friendly. It means that generally you're going the right way. I'm going the right way. Generally your mods, your DLC will work forever. Once I bought DLC in Train Sim in Train Sim Classic, it'll work forever. It may not look as good as the latest DLC because of all the graphical updates that the game's received in the meantime, but they still work. I'm not losing stuff I've already bought. And Farming Simulator doesn't work that way. And Train Sim World up until now didn't work that way. And yeah, I mean, at least with Farming Simulator you get a new game used to be every 2 years, and now it's every 3 years. So it's not that bad. It's still $50 every couple of years. And all the DLC and all the mods, and then the new game comes out and it's like, well, throw away your old mods, you've got to start over again. But release handbrake, reset the pipes and forwards. But yeah, I haven't bought any Train Sim Classic DLC in years either. Pretty much got most of what I want. They're mostly concentrating on modern era, and that's not where most of my interests lie. Okay. Change my mind. I'm going to put all of these, hopefully, as sawmill stuff. Too fast. I'll read your comment in a second. I don't want to crash the train and wreck things. Come on. Flip that on. And how are we doing at this end? We can go back a little further. I wish I could right click that and release the handbrake as it is. I have to go there. Okay, you roll back a little bit. And we'll call that good. And all of those should hopefully be within the siding. Okay, so what are we saying? Don't know how to monopoly on train sims for a long time, but now that isn't. I think yes, to a certain extent. And yes, you're right. If they kept Train Sim Classic is a good for the players business model. I buy the game once, I can use all of the DLC I'm prepared to buy. And there's probably about $3,000 of DLC these days for that game. Train Sim World, they tried something different, and I think that doesn't work for the player base that they built up with Train Sim World Classic. But even going on Railroads Online, Railroader, Derail Valley, they're all subtly different train games. My personal opinion is Railroad Online has had issues for a long time. It wasn't play ready. That I watched a lot of the early videos. There were a lot of people having a lot of frustrations with the game, and that's kind of a bad thing. This game has it's still in pre-release, but it has pretty much worked out of the box, and for that I respect the programmers. They've done a really good job here. The programmer, he's done a really good job here, and obviously, yeah, there's not a lot of buildings around here, but quite frankly, the game is playable most of the time. He'll do a patch every so often, and something was introduced that needs to be fixed. But he's prepared to put in a hot fix and let it go. Okay, I think we can send this off 30 miles an hour. Let's run down the tracks and clear us for departure. That's good. This one I'll need to switch. That one I'll need to switch. Now the main train's at Ela, so this will pull into the side there and halt. Meanwhile, I need to get me some logs. 3 yard forward, 20. Yes. I think a small issue with Dovetail with their Train Sim Classic is they're relying, it appears to me they're relying solely on third-party production. They'll update the core engine, but they don't see it anymore as their big thing. They're making money off of third-party sales, which is probably a small sales commission on it. I don't necessarily think that's a problem, but yeah, thank you. Release the brake. You need to reverse road. Set it for 30. It won't go that fast. We'll flip that there, and probably. What's your problem? Oh. I thought I switched that. Must have missed it. Yes, but even then, I've pretty much been playing this game since it first came into early access, and every time there's a patch, there's a couple of things that need to be fixed. We've had. I think when they made the AI sort of passenger capable, and it could, it would automatically stop at stations you'd set it for. If the station was on a hill like Hemingway, even Cochrane, the locomotive would hunt for a place to stop. It would stop, but it wouldn't apply the brakes immediately, so it would roll past its ideal stop point and then back up and stop, and before it got to apply the brakes, it would have another issue again. And it didn't take him, a lot of people complained, and it was fixed within a day. So he's very reactive for when there is a problem with a patch. He releases patches very frequently. And I don't mind that we don't have buildings everywhere, that there would be. The game is playable, and you buy a game to have fun. You don't necessarily buy a game for a if it looks good, it's a bonus, but if it works, then that's good. Okay, he's done. And I just saw train arrived at Whittier, so hi Whittier train. We should be able to run through to here, and he will go straight through to Bryson. Going to need to set the tracks there. Okay, switch to the yard. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Switch to the yard, and ooh, do I want to go into that one? Let's switch to the yard there. Okay, hopefully that gives me enough room to run around. which is the important thing. Okay, next passenger train. Freight's just cleared. Clear that. Clear that. Didn't look at the. Did I look at passengers here? So obviously, we've got 93. It is what it is. We've got 155 per dollars. That's also good. And oh, logging train's on its way down. Yep, that's good. Come in here, come in here. The logging train's probably gone past and heading off for silver. Let's have a check. Nope, he's behind me. That's good. So we've only got 4 cars at the L1 spot, but that's enough to create 24 cars a day if I keep everything cycling quickly. We can take a look at L2, see how the cars are filling. It's not too bad. 1.1 logs. We only have 21 logs here. 2 8s are 24. We don't have a full train load at L2, so that's gonna take a while. Okay, we can concentrate on the sawmill. Yes, I agree. There are far too many games that are released in a really bad state. And if it's not playable, it's not fun, and you don't deserve my money. Especially since so many people charge for a what is effectively an alpha test. I don't begrudge paying for this game because it works. Okay, you can go the other way. So we got to pull all of these out, and that's a 9-car siding there. I'm okay. Probably pull those 2 and those 2, push them up into this spur, and then we'll pull those 2, 4, 6, 7. Get paid a good amount of money for that. And then we'll bring them all out at the same time. I might as well go over here and set up receipt there and switch that there. So I'll then be able to push all these out and we'll replenish the line over here. So this will unload because there is capacity in the lake, but the lake is not being used because there's nowhere to put the stuff that's made. I'm going to stop that early. I'm okay with that actually. Just need to switch that. That's set. I'll grab that one. Pro signal 25. He's still stationary. He says as it picks up and departs. Okay. Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see where this game goes in the future. But yeah, I think from my perspective, all of the important things work, and a lot of the new stuff is like, wow, that's really handy. I like that you've added that. Yeah, it's like Do I care how many locomotives there are? Not really. So long as you cover all the bases, I'm perfectly happy with what we've got at the moment. Getting new ones is bonus. I would say that... which one is it? The Berkshire is a pain in the butt. It doesn't fit on the turntables, so you can't run it in direction of travel from some places. You can run around the Y at Andrews, but there's no Y at Silver, and there's the turntable's not big enough. So that's kind of a problem. But the new locomotive, what was that one? The Santa Fe, looks like it fits on the turntable. Now at the moment, my sort of justification is we're kind of emergency mode, plus we're running small locomotives. So if I... I'm in this train, am I? But if I do that and look out the back, this is the... Why is this the train it is? I don't know why I'm in this one, but actually this one's better. So this one, you can see over the bunker, so technically you can run it in reverse. The large mogul we have, you'd have difficulties justifying it running in reverse because of its size. Okay, this locomotive, I'm kind of... I don't need it right now. I'm going to drop speed to about 15. So yeah, it's sort of the bigger the train, if you can't see over the tender, then you probably shouldn't be running it in reverse. I'm British, it's kind of how things worked there. But generally, at least for passenger work, I am trying to run locomotive at the front in facing direction it's supposed to be facing. As we get to the bigger locomotives, I want to try and run those facing direction of travel as well. So yeah, if I had a bit more work to do, I'd probably let this locomotive loose to do some freight work around Whittier. As it is, I think it's Bryson where I need to start pulling return cars and what have you. We'll have to do that with the other mogul instead. I do want... I think I want that one. I don't have enough money for it right now. Okay, what do I want to do? Yeah, I want that way. That way. And this, Train Sim is a train driving game with scenarios. This is not really a train driving game. It has aspects of train driving, but they're seriously simplified. We're running steam locomotives. They are complex pieces of equipment, and it does what it does. It's more of a train management game, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Railroader, you're designing you're playing trains. You're building a railroad, you're running the trains on it. It's like a train set on a computer. I guess yard, reverse, 10. I don't know. Down to 2.8 tons of coal. Problem is this train doesn't run past a coal thing. I'm going to leave it here just because it's convenient. But I may run it down to the yard. Oh. Yes, okay. Let's give you control of the brakes. How's that look? I need to go back half, and we'll ignore that too. I just want to get that clear of the thing. Stick it in manual. It's in neutral. We're good. Okay, so that is good where it is right now. We can go back to this guy. He's good, and that is number 3, isn't it? Yes, indeed. Let's go get the next thing. And the mobiles arrived at Bryson. Oh. Well, it is what it is. Let's try and get as much of this moved around as we can. He stopped. He's restricting at Bryson, so he's got a little ways to go. He'll be running at 15 miles an hour for a short distance, and to heck with it. Push that button and back up. So as I said, I'm going to push this up here. This spur here only has room for about 9 cars, and we got 4 plus 7 too many. And we can call that good. So. It's almost 10 o'clock and we haven't been paid yet. Anyone would think I'm running this railroad for free. And we're working on second stage of bridge, which does mean, in theory, we should be able to unlock a Larka Junction tomorrow. And that's another game improvement, that you're not penalised. It used to be when you unlocked a stretch of track, you would be penalised for not visiting the passenger stations. Now, if you don't visit a passenger station within 10 days, it doesn't assume that you're going to. So as soon as you open a track, as soon as we open the track to a Larka Junction, it's not going to say, oh, well, you haven't delivered passengers to Hemingway and Larka Junction, which is 40% of the stops on your line, so we're going to penalise your passenger, your passenger performance by 40%. Not a thing anymore, so that's good. I suppose I should release the handbrake and I'll go back 15. Now this train is getting a little heavy. I'm undecided what the best locomotive to use for the sawmill is. The problem is pushing these cars out. That's quite a bit of a hill and they do struggle. The S23, is it, switcher would do better. The S23 switcher. It would do better, but it's got small wheels, which does mean it chews up water and coal when you take it on a logging run. Now, I could keep this locomotive for logs and use a switcher around here for a lot of the local work. That's always a thing. Okay. Yard, forwards, 10. Go. So as soon as I got these connected, that's set. Those will stop us running down there. And as you can see, they're already being unloaded, but that's because there's capacity in the lake. Okay, turn the handbrake off. Do that. Highway road. I'll send it 20. We don't need to be overly ambitious with our driving speed, and I didn't think this train was that long, so yes, we're good. Apply the handbrake. Manual. Now we've got a bunch of work to do around here. Actually, we've only got one car to move around here. But I worry about those once we've delivered the bridge stuff and the bridge is starting to work. I can then worry about, let's do all the collections, let's stage them here, so that when we take the bridge cars home, everything is here ready to return. Don't think there was nothing at Ela, was there? Switch list. There was nothing. Yeah, there was nothing at Ela, so we're good for now. I have heard someone suggest you do have to switch stuff. You can either switch it before you leave or when you get there. The way the line is positioned at the moment, I'm perfectly okay with switching most of it before we leave. So, yeah, we separated Bryson from Whittier, and I'd have stuck the Ela car on the back of this if there was one, and just dropped it on a drive-by. Clunk. But this lot is all messed up. Partly because I'm using a slightly more aggressive blocking. So we need to take those two cars out when we get to where we're going. But for right now, I think we can call this ready to depart. Need to switch that. Probably need to switch that. And probably need to switch that. And it will stop there. That's fine. It's good enough for now. I need this one in reverse. So yeah, big gap there, but that was the whole plan. We get this far down. So I've got the Stenzel and Hollyfield at the end. I'm going to have to put them down here. See, the acceleration in this is not the greatest because we're running 670 tons. Locomotive can do it, but it's kind of a lot. The G26 that's hauling the bridge works train can pull over 1,000 tons. It would have problems when you're getting around 1,500. So I'm going to need something bigger for when we've opened up outside Bryson. How much is a bigger? That's 26,000. That's 20,000. We'll have to see. I might go for the Decapod. It's not quite as big, but hey, I've never driven one. Why did I straighten that? Because stuff coming back. So these two go straight. Everything else is for the sawmill. So that's the way we're doing this, and that's set to go that way. Number 10. Number 10. You may pass. There's a stop signal. Ah, there's a stop signal. Indeed there is. Forgot about that. Okay, you're clear now. Through there. We'll get to somewhere in here. And then we'll back it up, put the Appalachian cars here, and then mess with that. 535. There, we made some money. Yes. Good job. Actually, we have made money already because we had passengers. Okay, so slow this down a bit. And Bryson Bridge. Okay, the two box cars. You're okay. You can stop hooting. Okay, back that off. Okay, and we didn't hit the bridge site, so that's good. I think last time I dropped anything at the bridge site, the first two cars were in the bridge area and started unloading, which caused the bridge unload to be a little bit messed up. Actually, to heck with that, let's go manual. Let's train brake on, or locomotive brake on. Throw those down there. Go back to AI yard mode. As soon as those are cleared. Not sure if that's a downhill run. They could go a long way. Switch that forward. Go 10. So these two, we want them to go there. We'll then do collect. Those two are good. That one is half filled. That one is half filled. So we'll grab these three out and then we'll put the new ones in. You know what? Stop rolling. And connect, thing, road, 20. Okay, back to the sawmill stuff. Did we get all the cars in? No, we did not. Oh, good grief. I need to get 3 more in. That might be a problem. Manual. Reverse, go. Oh, this might be bad. Just saying, because obviously this is where the spur starts. Well, maybe, maybe not. And stop that, and stop that. Okay, he is safely in that siding, and he is not. Damn. Oh, boo. We're going to have more to come back to them interchanging. I don't know. Let's... This is going to be a very, very, very tight... I don't think I can. Okay. Well, this is annoying. Is all get out. Put that handbrake on. Take that off. Looks like it's coming with. Which means we're being naughty because we've got paid for dropping this off and now we're going to take it with us. I didn't think that was going to be too long. I mean, really what I should have done was run it into this spur and come all the way back. But it is what it is. That one's at the end of the line. I can get round it, I guess. Gonna be a little bit of juggling. Put that on course. Braked car is at the other end of the train. Okay, go. Actually, AR yard, go 20. Oh, go 20. Run back here. This is all unloading, so that's fine. I'm going to put 2 brakes on just to make sure. So anyway, second bridge site done. We'll sort out the Appalachian hardwoods. I'll take the returns back to Bryson Yard and grab anything up there that needs done. Got more than enough water and coal. Surprisingly, it's only taken us an hour to get this far, so we've really not had... This has been a very light work day. Oops. Okay, let's go back to number 3 because he's done a thing. Yes. So the other way round, no, the other way round this is to do this. Put the handbrake on. Disconnect that. We're going to go back 20. That needs to get straightened out and switch that the other way. That one doesn't have a brake on it. That one has a brake on it, yes. So I'm going to back up about 5. I'll give it a little bit of room, but really I just want this in here. Lift. If one less than 1 and disconnect, reverse 20-ish. Okay, back to number 10. Okay, you're connected. Handbrake off. Forward. Road. 15. Now this one I did put a fusee on the spare line, so this will stop in here and then go round, do the collections, hook up, and then put stuff back. That should give me going to go this time. Yes. We're still struggling. Yeah, it's still a heavy train. Okay, this one should fit in that spur now and allow me room to escape. So, no 0. Brakes on. Switch that forwards. Come to there. Number 10 wants my attention again. Alright, brakes. Backwards. Seriously, I can't believe how quickly the freight run today has gone. I mean, the first few days it was taking me 3+ hours. I had to split day 7 into an AM and PM. I'm going to split this one into an AM PM as well, just because it's getting late now. We're only at 12 minutes. I'll get these placed. I'll try and get the sawmill stuff placed too. Yeah, yard forward 20 go. And oops. And you're stuck, so AI yard, go. So, priority here, let's get the sawmill done. I'm going to switch that straight. All of the bridge stuff we'll just put in there when it gets here. Or all of the returns we'll put in there when it gets here. That up and break off. Road 15 go. Number 10, you've connected. Actually, don't have to do that. This is empty, so it's like nothing in it. This one's empty. There's no weight here, so I could shunt them loose. Take that handbrake off, back up 10. However, this one has 52.5 tons of furniture in it, so that's gonna take a bit to shift. technically I should have that closest to the engine. You want your light stuff at the back, your heavy stuff closest. Less strain on the couplings. That's the car. We are good. Forwards. It's probably more than 10. Okay, you're done. Oh, actually, you know what? I really want that to go another 3 or 4 car lengths. I didn't think about that. I was going to put 2 there and then pull it back and run in there and back again. So why am I bothering with that? Okay, that's good. That can go there. Apply the handbrake, turn that off, and now where's the fuse? Where is the fuse? I know I put one in here somewhere. Way down there. There it is. Alrighty. Number 10 has done its thing. Oh yeah. Handbrakes on that. Disconnect that. We'll lace those up. And reverse 20. I'm not sure that's enough, but it'll do for now. I need to get this lot in place. Now this is much shorter train. So switch that. Switch that. This thing is an incredibly short train, all things considered. Let's turn forwards, go. So this is going to stop short, and we're going to have to shunt that up a bit. Meanwhile, let's have a look at the switch list. So we returned that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. So basically we've got 3 cars at Bryson, which are currently on the front of number 10. And a bunch... Oh, Bryson Freight House has a pickup, and then 2 at Stenzel need to go. Okay. So as soon as all these are in place, I can park this back on the... No. I can run down to Whittier Depot and do some work there. And then we can park this locomotive back on the log train and it's good to do whatever. Oh, I left that unattached. Naughty. Okay, and that should... So we'll just get all these shunted in and A, get paid, and B, start the sawmill up, production up. How is the sawmill's supply? We're up to 42 logs. I think it'll carry, takes 15 cars a day, so I think it'll carry 3 more before it'll stop unloading those cars if there are any. There's only 1 log to unload now. That's fine. Switch that, go forwards. So now that we've got these cars here, it's more convenient to use this spur in preference over that one. Initially I would switch between them, so when tomorrow's stuff comes, I'd bring the empty lumber cars in here and then shuffle this lot around. But we've been receiving more than 7 of these some days, so there's not enough room for them all in one track. And you are done. Okay, that's delivered. Pay me. Good grief. £99, £99. They've already started loading. Switch that, send it forwards, and let's go deal with the stuff down here. Oh, we did come back far enough. I am surprised. Number 10. No, AR yard. That was correct. Forwards, about 10. So, first one goes in there. Handbrakes, back off. I don't know. It's probably 10. Let's go 10. When you're coupling, you can overestimate. Otherwise, 20 will take us way back over there somewhere. Five car lengths. 3. Actually, 10's not a bad guess. Wonder if 10 will get me in the right place. Probably won't. I probably need to go 15, truth be told. But 15, not an option. Okay, so once this is all done, this train will come out here. That's all set. We are, set to the Bryson yard. So fusee there, no problem. That's got a lot of lumber, that's got a lot of coal. That's neither full nor empty, so got a ways to go on that. That is about midway, so I only really need to worry about that one. Of course, we could beam there quicker by doing that. There we go. Okay, and as estimated, 5 more car lengths. That will be good. Number 3, a yard forward 10. Big guess. And that's good enough. And I did pay attention. This car was on the switch, so 5 is not sufficient to get it out. I will give train orders to stop early. And you're good. And back for 20. And that is all we get paid for now, I think. Dropped off the sawmill stuff. Well, kinda, sorta. So with the sawmill now, I don't have to go and get more logs because the sawmill log pond is filled up. Go 20. So he's leaving. I want to go to the Bryson Freight House. And the reason I want to be here is this train to go up here, stop there. That is all set for departure. Okay. So he'll come here. He is all set to go to Bryson. That's straight. That's straight. You know what? We've got 2 cars coming in from Stenzel. I'll stick them on that spur. I'll push that car up to join with those, and it is what it is. Okay. And I am going to set this locomotive, we're already set on this locomotive, to run 20 miles an hour down to Whittier. And I think for now we will leave this here. Switch that, we'll switch that, and we'll do that. So need to pull, oh actually, let's switch that. So we'll pull all the stuff out, we'll do all the funky things, and I'll bring those cars back. But for now, I'm going to wish you all a good night. Thank you for watching. I will be back maybe later this week with part 2 of day 8, and we'll get everything else done. That will be unlocked tomorrow. I should be able to order that tonight. We delivered about 7ish, I guess. 7:30. I think, yeah, SCR10 approach to Bryson West, and 1 handbrake applied. So I would say that about 7 o'clock, 7:20 maybe. No, about 7 o'clock we delivered all the stuff. Anyway, so I will be back later on this week sometime, but for now, thank you for watching, have a good evening, and I'm out of here. Bye!